What's up everybody, it's AJ with eTrailer.com. Today we're going to go over some tips to help you get used to your motorhome. Buying a motorhome is a pretty awesome deal, but then getting used to driving it around, there's some things you might not be thinking about, so let's check those out. One of the first things I suggest you do is sit in your motorhome, familiarize yourself with everything around. You want to know where the transmission is, to shift gears, the parking brake, that's very important to keep it in place. And then also look at the sides of your mirrors. Make sure those are where you want them positioned. You want to be able to see down the side of your rig on both sides, so it helps you backing up. And make sure you know where your backup camera is going to be so you can look there and use the mirrors to get around. One thing to note is in the driver's seat, you do lose a little visibility right up front. There's a blind spot, so you'll see I take a few steps backwards and now you can finally see me up there. So be aware of that blind spot to make sure you don't hit a curb or anything set up in front of your motorhome. Next thing you want to do after familiarizing yourself with the driver's seat of your motorhome is practice driving it. So I suggest getting some cones, setting those up as a practice to back up in between tight spots, and also get a spotter that can help you out with the blind sides on the side. If you're nervous, they can call out and say, hey, you're too close to something, just while you're practicing. Another thing to think about is tail swing. So that's going to be all this additional portion here behind your motorhome, behind that rear axle. That's not what you have on your everyday vehicle, so you don't think about tight turns and maybe hitting anything. This, you're going to have a lot more back here, so you want to see how much space you have for a tight turn so you don't ruin your cabinet doors or damage anything else. Now that you've practiced driving in the parking lot, you've practiced backing up, sharp turns, and pulling forward, your foot's probably been on the brake for most of that. You didn't want to go too fast, you were being careful. Well, now's the time to probably check those brakes to see how much time it's going to take to stop your rig. So practice in the parking lot a little bit more, go a little bit faster, or go to an open road where you can really add more gas and then slam on the brakes to see what that delay is going to be. Overall, there's some tips to help you get more comfortable with your motorhome when you get it. Practice driving in that parking lot. I know it definitely helped me a lot to sit in the driver's seat, get the mirrors right, see the spatial awareness around it, see how much room I had, know where the blind spots are so I could be aware of it. So when I needed to ask for help from my spotter, I had to know exactly where to stand so I could worry less and get more comfortable driving around. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out and hope this helped. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos of ours, we got plenty of content. eTrailer is all about helping our neighbors with whatever problems they have. If it's making install videos to show them how to put a hitch on their vehicle, or answering questions for them from the experts, or even when you call in and ask us questions, we're here to help with your adventure.